are you so concerned about Joe Biden, sir?
Tonight, Joe Biden's campaign blasting President Trump, deliberately waiting until the president landed back in the U.S., according to his aides, before responding to the president's weekend attacks, calling them beneath the dignity of the office. The president in Japan sided with North Korea's brutal dictator, Kim Jong-un, while lashing out at the former vice president.
Kim Jong-un made a statement that Joe Biden is a low IQ individual. He probably is, based on his record. I think I agree with him on that. I can tell you that Joe Biden was a disaster.
Biden's campaign today arguing to be on foreign soil on Memorial Day and to side repeatedly with a murderous dictator against a fellow American and former vice president speaks for itself. And it's part of a pattern of embracing autocrats at the expense of our institutions. Most every Republican silent, but Pete King calling the president's criticism wrong, tweeting, "Politics stops at water's edge." The president also fueling controversy by brushing off North Korea's recent short-range missile tests by saying they don't personally bother him. NBC's Kristen Welker is in Tokyo.
Those tests do bother the Japanese. But while here, President Trump broke with his hosts and his national security advisor, John Bolton, who see the tests as violations of UN resolutions.
And late tonight, back here at the White House, President Trump on Twitter is defending his insult of Biden, claiming he was sticking up for the former vice president by paraphrasing Kim Jong-un's words.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.